What is up, boyos? It is Water Buffalo Man here, and we're back for more Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. Alright, we're going to be showcasing the KAULIFLA and KALE Super TEQ unit. They're only 55%, so we're just going to jump them right on in. They are Link level 10 all the way across the board. They're a unit that relies heavily on links, and we do not have their, or not links, I'm sorry, on stacking. So we need to try to get them their best scenario, which we will get on the next rotation. But for right now, we're just going to leave it as is. Let's look at their stats at 200%, Link level 10. They only have a handful of links active right now. They're sitting at 386,000 attack and 137k defense on turn 1. The unit is as follows: Bond of Friendship or Rapid Growth category, Key 3, 130 to HP, attack and defense of 170. Super attack is Union Shot. Raises attack and defense, causes immense damage to enemy. Strength to survive, their passive skill. Attack and defense 160%, launches an additional attack that has a medium chance of becoming a super attack, plus an additional 6% to attack and defense with each attack performed, up to 60%. Plus an additional attack is 60% when attacking if there's a Universal Survival Saga category enemy. So this will be useful when facing the Evolution Blue Vegeta at the end. They have the ability to Special Fusion, can be activated starting from the 6th turn from the start of battle. I won't use this form much because I don't see it as that well. Recovers 60% HP once only. Attack and defense 160. Launches additional attack. Has a medium chance of becoming a super attack. High chance of dodging the enemy's attack, including super attack. Plus an additional 60% attack and defense when attacking. Plus an additional 60% to attack when attacking with 6 or more key spheres obtained. Their super attack just raises attack. That's it. Loses the defensive stacking. So what you can do is you can stack their defense all the way up until that final turn, or you can give it a few extra turns, then slap on the transformation if you want the extra power. It took that for 140k. Mind you, this is turn 1, pre-super, not all links. They had a 2 mil attack stat, which is not terrible for a 55% unit, especially in the situation they are in, type disadvantage. Okay, so now at 2.2, so now they're getting the additional stacking from both supers and 12% for their passive. So right there, some pretty good building. So like I said, we need to get them on link with the AGL KALE and KAULIFLA, which we do have on this team. We are running a very heavily support unit-based team, though. We're running these two as a leader for both teams, both sides, because they do now fit a 200% team, by the way, which is the team we are running them on. It's Joined Forces and Pure Saiyans, which the unit does fit on, the KALE and KAULIFLA, because they are Pure Saiyans and they are part of a Joined Forces category, being that there's 2 of them. They fit relatively well on this team, and if you can link them with their KALE and KAULIFLA counterpart, the SSJ2 AGL variation, they're really, really good. So I actually want to get that unit to 100% link level 10, but that's something later on. I'm working on them on the side, but they're taking their time. I also happen to bring the Broly and the Paragus, because I forgot Pure Saiyans or Joined Forces allies get Key 2 and attack and defense of 40%. I forgot how good of a support unit he was. And I also just remembered that he fits really well on this category because he is a Pure Saiyan and Joined Forces unit. So he actually has a 200% leader skill. Now they just need to do something with this unit, because as of now he is terrible. All he is good for is a support unit. We're probably going to get destroyed if he gets super attacked. So I'm probably going to need to heal up. I completely forgot that he has literally... I mean, he has 100k defense, which he should. Minimum, seeing as it's on a 200% team. A dual 200% team, that is. 1.49. This unit is terrible. The only thing they're good for is support. Like, that's literally it. We want to get them on rotation. Yeah, okay. Yeah, if they super, we're donezoed here. We're not. Okay, good. Hopefully he doesn't super. We're going to have to heal, because this is a terrible, terrible, like, rotation. Unless if this guy can double super crit both times. Or even triple super and finish him off. But the Broly and Paragus are absolutely terrible. There's no value in that unit at this moment. I cannot even recommend running that for the memes at this point. It's just that bad. Alright, so they're missing Saiyan lineage, which they would get by linking with the Goku and Vegeta. So what we're actually going to do is this. I'm going to hope that they don't do like 97 supers like they're known to do, the AGL KALE and KAULIFLA. But right now we're going to have 6 out of their 7 links active. And their stats are looking at 614,000 attack and 222,000 defense. We are going to heal up, like I said. just to guarantee everything. Because we do, like I said, have the girls in the #1 slot. They're going to get to super at least once, if not twice. But they do have type disadvantage, which is why I didn't really want them in the #1 slot. But we kind of had to put them there for the unit to get the best links. Hopefully they'll do 2 to 3 supers, because any other time I use them, they get 2 to 3 supers off. If not, sometimes even, it seems like 4. I just might be miscounting, but it seems like they always get like a ridiculous number of super attacks off. Alright, they're going to dodge. Now let's see what their attack stat looks like. 2.52. Not terrible, like I said. 55%. They're a good unit. They're a solid little unit. They stack, which is really nice. And I've never had them do double consecutive supers like this, so this is actually pretty surprising. And if you ever passive built up properly for additional, you can in fact get a triple super, but the chances of that are very, very low. But what we want to do now is next rotation, we want to try to see what their stats are looking like after 4 super attacks and see how much damage they have. I mean, because they really didn't cross 2.5 million until after their second super this turn. So like I said, they're not terrible units. They're just not the best. We're actually going to rotate. We're going to keep... no, we're going to go like that. I want the Paragus brought around to the KALE and KAULIFLA so I could have their 40% support. Alright. Like I said, I'm running a bunch of support units on this team to try to make them look as best as possible. Because how I see a showcase is... I actually was talking to one of you guys about this earlier. How I see showcases are using them in good to best situations, but also in practical situations where you'll see the unit most likely be used. Example being the Int Cell showcase I did. I used him in this exact event, which would be a situation you would generally see him in. You're not going to use him, you're not going to see like 5 or 6 enemies at one time. I've literally not gotten to see this, because I've never used this unit. Alright. Okay. But back to what I was saying, that's how I build my showcases mentally, is I look at it and go, okay, what can I do to make the unit look best in the most usable situation possible? Because if you're using that cell, or let's say even these two, their best situation is when facing a Universal Survival Saga category enemy. Theoretically, that would be their best situation possible. But I'm not gonna really focus on just using that, so I'm gonna use them in this situation, which they're losing 60% attack, which is not a huge issue. But mind you, they do have a support on. As you just saw, they had about 340k defense and over 900,000 attack. They might not get to super this turn, because I just realized that I had these guys do a 24 key super, which is probably not my best idea with a type disadvantage unit. Maybe they might actually not finish them off. It all depends. But like I'm not going to go super into detail on this showcase, because there's only so much you can show on this unit. It just infinitely stacks, which is nice and all. I mean, it's great. 3.24 million. Mine's only 55%. They are linked level 10, like I said. I do want to get to the transform state of the Kefla. I do want to show that off, since I do have control over that, which will be next rotation. They're up. It'll be turn 7, so we'll actually do that, show you what they do offensively at that point, try to get them as many key spheres as they can, and then we'll roll out from that point. And by that point, we should have Paragus and Broly on rotation with this unit, so they'll get the additional key 2 and 40, which will be really, really nice. Oh, unless if we die right here to this super attack, which if we do, we do. We didn't. Okay. That's perfectly fine. Like I said, it's just a showcase, just to show off the unit a little bit. It's not to make the unit look ungodly, or like super godly, to the point where it's, oh my god, this is the best unit in the game. Because we all know that the STR cooler is the best unit in the game. The STR transforming cooler that we were just getting the EZA for is the best unit in the game. Way better than Ultimate Gohan and everything. He's going to be easily one of the top units in the game. He was already pretty good, and that's just going to make him even better with the stacking defensive. I mean, it's just ridiculous that they gave him that. I was surprised they gave him that, to be honest. But alright, now, back around. We should be able to activate the transformation. We can. And we do have the Paragus support. But right now, they're sitting at 877,000 attack, 444,000 defense, which is not terrible. Let's activate this.
Put me and Kale together, and what do you get? The strongest Saiyans around. Kale, the CAULIFLA, extempa.
Since this is a unit we get to dictate, they lose a lot of their links though, to dictate what their appearances are. We're not going to get 6 key spheres, so we're not going to fully be able to activate their additional 60% to attack, which I'm not too super worried about. But looking at them right now, with this support unit, they're sitting at 300,000 defense and 936,000 attack, which is not terrible, and mind you, that is with a 40% support on, which is why I don't see a valuable point in transforming them into the Super Saiyan 2 Kefla at all. That unit is better served left in their initial form than transforming. So let's just see what kind of damage numbers they put up, and then we'll probably wrap it up there because you're not going to get to see much more. They might see, like I said, 60% more attack. Yeah, that might add another 500,000 to maybe million in terms of attack. I don't think it'll do that much, but we'll see. But let's just see what kind of damage numbers they put up here. 4.75, which is not terrible. Like I said, that's not horrible. That's really good for the most part. But for a unit on a 200% team, that is kind of disappointing. I mean, you'd expect a lot more. Mind you, yeah, their links aren't all active. And yes, sadly, there was a 40% support and then they didn't get anything from it. But that's probably going to be it, to be honest. Because, there's, like I said, there's not a whole lot more I could showcase. I could try to theoretically next turn get 6 key spheres. We'll see. We'll bring them around again and see if we can get 6 key spheres. That's actually what we'll do. We'll give it one more turn. Try to see if we can get 6. If we can get 6 to get her the additional 60% to attack, we'll try it. See how much stronger it is. But mind you, she did just stack her attack on her super attack at least once. So that's going to make them a little bit stronger. Not a whole lot, but a little bit stronger. And then we'll see if we can get that additional 60% to attack. Alright, Vegeta's supering. We might be able to finish him off this turn with this team. I don't know, honestly. I don't know how good these extra units are. They're both support units, so they both give 22% to stats. I mean, they're not terrible so far. They don't look horrible, but I wouldn't personally run them. I wouldn't, unless if they're free to play. Like, unless if you're super free to play and that's all you have, then maybe, but I wouldn't run them any other way. Okay, so we know we're not going to finish them off. So now we're going to have to waste this next rotation, unless if we can get 6 key spheres. No, we cannot. We cannot get 6 key spheres anywhere. So let's just give her this one here and see what her attack looks like now without a support unit. It's sitting at about 933,000 and 260,000 defense. So that's my opinion on that unit. I think it's pretty good. Link level 10, I mean, yeah, it's alright. But for a 55% unit, I would not see a point in transforming into Super Saiyan 2 Kefla. I would rather just keep the unit back at this form and just infinitely stack your attack and defense. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.